welcome back on our journey this week. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your family and friends. This weekend, I had a chance to think about some of the things that I'm thankful for. And you know what? It's a pretty long list. Sometimes it's easy for us to get caught up in all of those things in life that we don't have, rather than all of the great things that we do have. And that reminds me a bit of our Bible story for today. It's about Jesus and 10 men who had a whole lot to be thankful for. Let's see, right here in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 17. On the way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he entered a village, 10 men with skin disease approached him. Keeping their distance from him, they raised their voices and said, "Jesus, Master, show mercy on us." When Jesus saw them, he said, "Go, show yourselves to the priests." And as they left, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw that he had been healed, returned and praised God with a loud voice. He fell on his face at Jesus' feet and thanked him. He was a Samaritan. Jesus replied, "Weren't 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? No one returned to praise God except for this foreigner?" Then Jesus said to him, "Get up and go. Your faith has healed you." Okay, quick context. The men in this story had a disease called leprosy. Leprosy is a very serious skin disease that back in Bible times was very contagious. The disease caused parts of a person's body to rot and fall off. Missing fingers and toes, sores all over your body. People with leprosy were kicked out of their homes and their cities to live with other people with the disease. The pain of leprosy was awful, but the pain of being away from their families must have been so much worse. No family dinners, no bedtime kisses, no inside jokes, no goofing around with your friends. They were sent far away, but if they ever came across a healthy person, they would have to shout, "Unclean, unclean," as the people came closer. Can you imagine? It must have been so miserable and really embarrassing to have to shout at people as they came near you. The 10 men in this story were living by themselves, and they would have been shocked to see Jesus coming near them. But they would have been hopeful. Maybe, just maybe, this Jesus person could help them. And he does. The men cry out to Jesus, and he calls back at them, "Go, show yourselves to the priest." See, back then, the priest was kind of like the doctor, health official. If the priest said you are healed, then you are healed. So the group slowly heads back towards town, and as they begin to walk, they're healed. With each step, bruises disappear and their fingers reappear. They're clean. That slow walk probably turned into a run. Can you imagine how thankful they must have been? These men were given a second chance at life, a new opportunity to be part of the communities and families that they had left behind. They must have been so thankful. Well, sort of. The men were so excited that they ran back to the city, singing and dancing and jumping, but suddenly, one of them stopped. He ran back to Jesus and he started praising God and giving thanks for his health. It says here in verse 15 that only one man turned around to say thank you. One of them, when he saw that he had been healed, returned and praised God with a loud voice. He fell on his face at Jesus' feet and thanked him. Only one. The other 9 kept running. They were too caught up in what had happened to be thankful. Jesus had healed them and given them this amazing gift, but they were too busy to stop and say thanks. Does that remind you of anything? See, this story reminds me a whole lot of us. We have a whole lot of things to be thankful for, but a lot of the time we find reasons to whine and complain. We're never quite satisfied with what we have until suddenly it's gone. Think about it. When the power goes out, suddenly all we want is for the lights to come back. When we're sick, all we want is to feel better. When we're lonely because friends are busy, all we want is for someone to hang out with. When a pet dies, we wish that we could go back in time and play with them. Why can't we be thankful today for the things that we have? Thankful that we have a home to share with families. Thankful for lights inside to read and play and have fun. Thankful for friends to play with and family to laugh with, animals to snuggle and chase after, teachers to learn from, clothes to express ourselves, foods in our body to keep us strong. What if everything we had today disappeared tomorrow? How would you feel? What are some of the things that you have today, right now, that you can be thankful for? Thanksgiving is a great time to remind ourselves of all of the special blessings that we have. But we need to be thankful every day for all of our blessings. Here comes your challenge for this week. You guessed it, this week I am challenging you to count your blessings. How many things can you be thankful for this week? Print out a card sheet in the description down below and start labeling things around the house that you are thankful for. Leave cards up for the whole week to remind you regularly to be more thankful every day. Thanks for joining me this week. Good luck with your challenge, and I'll see you Sunday.